guys, in this month's Disney Rewind, we're going to be talking about Enchanted, released back in 2007. Enchanted follows a young woman named Giselle, who is your stereotypical fairy tale princess. One day she's about to get married to the man of her dreams, who she's only known for like a day. So the evil queen approaches her because she fears that Giselle is going to take her kingdom, take her throne, so she pushes Giselle down like this magical hole, and Giselle winds up in modern day New York City, where she has to figure out how to return to her fairy tale land, and she learns about love and romance, true love and romance along the way. Does that sound good? So this is Stephanie, Enchanted. I freaking love this movie. How do you feel about this movie?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? Oh, I more than enjoy Enchanted. I love this movie. I could sit and literally watch this movie all the time if I could.
I remember when we first saw it, and it started off animated, and I don't think they ever made that known in the trailer. It always just started off with her popping out of the sewer, or the manhole covering, didn't it?
And it was
and it kind of just mentioned that it was a princess who got lost, or or whatever. And I don't recall them ever showing the animated stuff. So I remember when we first saw it,
you were confused,
and it's like, why is it animated?
Why is it animated? I thought this was a live action movie.
It's like, I'm so confused. And then it's like, oh, okay, after 10 minutes.
I love Enchanted, you guys. This was like, the TV show Once Upon a Time.
This was pre.
This was pre Once Upon a Time.
They were prepping.
Yeah,
they were like, let's test Enchanted out. We'll see how it goes. If people like it, we'll go through with the show we've been trying to.
If you love the TV series Once Upon a Time and you've never seen Enchanted, it's practically the same thing, the same concepts, the same type of humor and poking. It's Disney poking fun at Disney, essentially. I just love this movie. It's just so cute and charming and sweet and family friendly, and it's a feel good movie. It has some cheesy moments, but it's okay. I just love this movie. The humor is just right up my alley because I love all things Disney. So like I said, it's Disney poking fun at Disney, poking fun at their tropes, poking fun at their princesses, poking fun at their princes, their villains, their animal companions. I just love this movie. It's just so cute. That's about all I can say. It's just so freaking cute. And I love the music. It has a great musical soundtrack as well. Like, the songs are just as good as like what you'd see in like Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast or something.
And they take those ideas that are in all Disney princess movies and what they are in real life. Like with her singing, and she's thinking all these cute woodland creatures are going to come out, and she's greeted with flies and rats and roaches.
Like
pigeons.
what these creatures really look like. They're not these cute, cuddly things, Yeah, because that's definitely a play on Snow White, because, Snow White's cleaning up the Seven Dwarfs' home. And here comes these cute deer and these cute rabbits.
And she had that in
birds.
The animated world.
Yeah.
So she...
Yeah, in Giselle's animated world, the animal companions are all these little cute little fluffy things. And yeah, for real, in real life, roaches, roaches, bugs, pigeons. The rats are not like Remy. They don't look like Remy all cute and cuddly. These are like for real rats.
What disturbed me was how calm, I forget his character name, Patrick Dempsey was, and seeing that his house was filled with rats and
he
roaches.
Was just
like picking them up, and he's like, here, go, and ew, roaches all in his bowl. Like, he was too calm, and that was frightening to me. Maybe that's what happened in New York.
I just really like everything about this movie. I like the animated stuff because it's classic, just 2D Disney animation. Because they don't do that anymore. The last movie they did that with was Princess and the Frog. So I love that beginning and ending animation. And that looks just like Amy Adams. It's like they animated that. It looks so much like her. Amy Adams, she just comes across as like a Disney fairy tale princess anyway. You know, her voice and everything. It's like she was the perfect casting choice for this. It's like she's pretty, she has that red hair, you know, like Ariel. Yeah, she looks good in all those little cute little dresses.
Her and James Marsden did a great job of portraying what, because they had a very old style to me. They were more like the old animated,
old-fashioned, like Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, and James Marsden, he had like that chiseled, the chiseled, sexy prince,
No, his character though made me think of Flynn from Tangled. The way he kind of like would project his voice kind of made me think of Flynn.
Flynn from Tangled.
Flynn makes me think of him. But at the same time, it does have the serious side of the story where his name's Robert. I have to look at that.
Oh yeah,
Robert. Patrick Dempsey.
McDreamy. They should have just called him McDreamy.
Because like he kept going on about like there is no such thing as fairy tales, and like he didn't like his daughter reading anything about fairy tales because it turned out that his wife left them when she was probably just a year old or so. His daughter was about a year old, and so he doesn't believe in true love. He's been burned by love. He may be used to, but then after she left, he just doesn't have that trusting feeling no more and stuff. And then you have Giselle, who's like, oh, like everything's happy, perfect. And so they combine to, she realizes not everything is happy, perfect. And then he realizes...
You don't have to fall in love with the first man that steps in front of you.
And then he realizes that he doesn't have to live the rest of his life sitting there thinking he doesn't get to have a happy ending.
Yeah, I really liked... this movie just does a lot of really clever things with how Robert and Giselle kind of balance out each other. Because, Robert is very cynical about everything. He's very cynical.
And he works as a divorce lawyer.
Yeah, and that's his problem too. He works for a divorce lawyer. He sees this on a daily basis, that's his whole life. So, his job makes him very cynical. He doesn't believe in true love. He doesn't believe in fairy tales. He's very, no nonsense about everything, and it's like, has this man ever had a fun day in his life? So I like how he's just very cynical and almost depressed, and then here's happy, light, fluffy Giselle, who she's just too perfect, she's too happy, too light, and her, like that one scene, she's like, oh, I'm angry, and she's so excited that she's angry because she's never been angry in her life before, you shouldn't be too happy. And that's where
she realizes that she's like, wait a minute.
So I really like that the two of them just really balance each other out. That he learns to not be so cynical. She learns not to be so happy. That she doesn't have to be happy. She can have feelings and emotions. She doesn't have to be like, oh,
everything's positive.
Yeah, because she thinks she has to be positive all the time. She doesn't have to be. So I like that. And the other thing is too, he learns. They both learn to love appropriately. That's the thing too. They learn to love appropriately because he learns that he can fall back in love. It's okay, because he's not going to get burned this time possibly. And then she learns how to love appropriately because her idea of love is, oh, the first man who comes and saves me,
Yeah, she was saying like this. It was like halfway through the movie, it'd be 2 days since she knew Edward.
So I like that.
And he'd been dating his woman
for like 5 years.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
She's like,
what? So I like how they balance each other out there, and it was like believable to me, I guess.
It's very entertaining that Idina Menzel.
Let's talk about Idina Menzel.
Was in this, and you have Giselle, who was marrying a man she just met,
for one day.
And then you sit there and you think of her as Elsa, going, "You can't marry a man you just met."
I like that Idina Menzel eventually got her revenge because I remember when this movie first came out, because I already knew who Idina Menzel was because I knew she was a big Broadway actress, because I think by that time Wicked had already come out and everything, and she was very popular from Wicked. So at this point I knew who she was, plus she was in the Rent movie, which I had seen. And I remember by the time Enchanted ended, I was like, oh, this is a crisis. This is blasphemous. They didn't let Idina Menzel sing. Oh my God, how can you not let Idina Menzel sing in a musical? So I feel like she got her revenge, because then she got the lead in Frozen playing Elsa. She got to sing to her heart's content in both those movies. So I'm glad Idina Menzel got her revenge eventually. I do feel like Idina Menzel is kind of underused in this movie as a whole. You know, because yeah, not only does she not get to sing, but yeah, she is just kind of reduced to the girlfriend character, the fiance. You know,
Well, she never even got to be a fiance.
yeah, she never really totally got to be one. But yeah, I do like that her and Edward get together. You know, it's like her and Edward somehow worked, even though they just met each other for an hour. You know, it's like she was looking for some sort of happily ever after like that. You know, she was looking for
She
that.
was somebody who wanted to get married quickly. And
So I'm glad everybody got a happy end in this movie. You know.
And like, yeah, she didn't just get pushed to the side.
Yeah, because that would have been terrible. That Robert would have pushed her to the side.
Because it was just funny too at the ball.
Yeah.
And Edward kissed her, and he realized it didn't work, and he looked at Robert.
True love's kiss will work.
And he looked over, because her name was Nancy. He looked over her, and she's like, "Oh, just kiss her, Robert. it's okay."
Yeah, I like
Or
it.
she was like, "I know." Or
I know
something.
you. I know you love her. But yeah, I like everybody. Robert and Giselle got their happy ending, and Nancy and Edward, and then even Nathaniel. He got his book. You know, he finally was like, I'm not
He
gonna
got
let
away from underneath
queen,
the clutches of her.
the evil queen. Yeah.
I found that the whole villainy side of the story was not really necessary. It was just there to help push some things along.
Push some of the plot along a little bit, especially
Yeah.
the ending.
Yeah, especially the ending.
To force Robert and
To know that they
Giselle to
love each other.
realize their feelings for each other, and yet to get the true love's kiss,
And
essentially.
really, that's the only purpose Susan Sarandon served.
Yeah,
And she's just, it's not a really great villain. She's just your typical, you know, and
she's your very stereotypical standard villain.
Yeah, and
Which
she
I
just,
think she's supposed to be.
Yeah,
She's supposed to
but
be.
again, yeah, she just didn't have a large role,
Yeah.
and
I was
yeah,
really surprised
she
how
was just-
minimal her role was.
Yeah, she was really just there to keep moving the story
Yeah.
along, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, she was there to push Giselle down the water fountain thing or whatever that was. She was there just to do that, to instigate the plot. And then, yeah, to have Nathaniel try and go kill her. You know, because, yeah, Nathaniel was kind of the primary antagonist in some ways. You know, he was doing the bidding of the queen.
I liked his different trying to sell to give food to Giselle.
Oh, yeah.
And his little accents and stuff. And then Robert's like, "Why do people keep giving you free stuff?"
I just love all the humor of this. Just there's so many comedic moments and great just one-liners, dialogue, and everything. What's your favorite song? Do you have a favorite song?
The one count, because that's like a song.
Oh, the So Close
At the
song at the
end,
very end when
yeah.
they're dancing. Oh my God, I love that part too.
But I like the one in the park.
Yeah, the one in the park. God, I can't think what that one's called. I was just humming it the other night.
How does
Oh,
she
how does she know?
or
Yeah.
he know?
How do you know? How
How
does
do you
somebody
know? Or is it how do you know?
How does somebody know? How
I
do
think
you
it's
know?
called How Do You Know?
Yeah, I love that song. And it's just so grand and epic. Got all of New York City coming together.
And I don't think I ever paid attention about how that whole scene came to be. But I think it's supposed to be how her voice works on animals.
And it was bringing all the people
That
together too.
her voice was now working on humans.
Yeah.
And like getting into their brain.
Yeah, because she comes.
and they
yeah,
all gathered like the
Because-
animals.
yeah,
I don't think
because
I ever
she-
really thought of that
because
until
she's kind of magical in a sense, and she comes from a fairy tale world. Yeah, because in the fairy tale world, yeah, she sings and the animals come flocking to her. So I guess, yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it that way either. That yeah, her magic would kind
I just
of work.
thought it was
the-
a movie thing.
Yeah,
but now,
I just thought it was some magical or
10
some,
years later, now I'm realizing
Yeah,
it's
I just-
because she is
Yeah,
magical.
I just thought it was some movie shenanigans, but no, if you think about it, it's kind of that magical aspect of her voice and her singing, that all these people are just kind of coming to her, and they all know the lyrics, they all know the choreography, you know?
Yeah, because I love that she says that line, and then that one man, or that man in his like little group, they start singing, and Robert's like, they know the song too.
I've never
But
heard
it's
the
like
song.
the magic doesn't work on him.
Yeah, it's not working. I
Maybe-
think because he's so cynical.
Yeah,
He's
it's
so cynical that
only-
it doesn't work on him.
It's like the Polar Express. You can only hear the bell
If you believe. Yeah, Robert
And he
doesn't believe. Yeah.
in just love and
Okay.
magical,
Okay,
you know,
speaking
endings.
of Robert being cynical and he doesn't sing or dance at the beginning, the best part of the movie is at the very end when that So Close song is going and him and Giselle are dancing and he can't sing. Patrick Dempsey can't sing, but he attempts it. He attempts to sing, and he's
Yeah, he really loves
and because he loves her. Oh my God, I love that part. The fangirl in me is like, oh,
and he dances with her, like dances,
like proper.
because everybody else is like very stiff ballroom dancing back there, and then they're more like free and open. And then when they switch back to when he goes back to Nancy, he returns to being
kind
like
of
stiff.
Yeah, stiff
Like,
and formal.
like he
yeah.
was with her before, because he was more stiff when they were dancing.
Yeah.
And then when he started dancing with Giselle, then he was more free. Then he went back to like. Plus, his daughter, his daughter liked Giselle more in terms of
Nancy.
just like she felt more like the mother she wanted. Nancy never felt, even though she's been around Nancy for 5 years, she never felt like
She never
the
warmed up to her
mother
that much.
she wanted.
Yeah. Is that kind of all for your thoughts and feelings on Enchanted?
Sure.
If you had to rank Enchanted on a scale of 1 to 10 meters, what would you give it?
What do you give?
You know what I'm going to give. I'm
A
going to give it a 10.
Guess I'll give it another 9. Pass out 9s all around. Maybe I'll give it a 10.
Seriously, I just freaking love this movie. It might not be the most perfect of movies, you know, because it does run very quickly, and sometimes there's just kind of these leaps in logic in some places. But it's like it's just a very
But I think maybe it's supposed to, because
it's just, to me, it's just a very feel-good movie, you know, poking fun at Disney and princes and princesses and all that stuff, and I just love it. It's about love, and it makes me feel good. I don't know. Makes me realize I'm lonely. Where's my McDreamy? I need a McDreamy. Coming out of the bathroom, you know, that scene he comes out of the bathroom and he's in his shower robe, and Giselle even is like, oh my.
Well, I mean, you got a stranger in your house and you're running around in just a robe. Like, who the heck does that?
McDreamy does.
But thank God in the morning he put on his shirt for breakfast.
But yeah, I just love Enchanted, you guys. It's a feel-good movie. And, I mean, there's been rumors for years about the possibility of a second one. I would love a second one. I don't know if it would work the same.
I think it'd ruin it, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be anywhere near as good, but, I mean, if there was a second one, I would love to see
Because, like,
one.
if they
See what
sat
would do
there
with that.
and make them have complications, like if it did deal with the same characters, it's like, I don't want to see that.
I don't want them to have problems. What if they get a divorce? Oh, no. I can't deal with that. Or what if he
we don't even know
dies?
they ever married.
Oh, no.
We don't even
that's
know.
true. But he could die. Who knows? She has to find true love again. I don't know.
Unless now the daughter's a teenager and it's more about helping her out.
Oh, helping her find love. I would love that. That'd be great.
And her and, like, Robert are just like, what the hell?
And maybe...
Or maybe they've had some distancing and then they rekindle again.
Maybe Dina Menzel and Edward come back from Angelasia or whatever that place is called. They come back from there and she gets a thing this time. Stephanie's had it.
Yeah.
That's it for Enchanted. I freaking love it. Stephanie.
I like it! Dang!
So you guys, that's it for our thoughts and feelings on Enchanted. Let us know your thoughts down below. Do you love Enchanted or do you hate it? If you hate it, I'm going to be mildly upset with you. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.